Hey guys, today we're going to be showing you how to uninstall and reinstall the pneumatic grippers. So first off, we're going to get our proper size Allen key, hex Allen key, and go ahead and take those off. They're probably pretty tight, so you can hand loosen them for the rest, and you'll notice that each screw includes one washer as well. So I have 4 holes on mine. Currently there were only 3 screws into it, so I'm just removing the 3 and then reinstalling them. But just keep in mind that there are 4 slots and 4 screws that you can use. So you want to keep in mind, based on the programming of your of how you set it up and configured your TCP, you want to make sure that the same way you put it back on is the same way that it was already on. So my valve's here, and that means, so they're pointing out towards the tip. This is for the poppet pickup. Okay, so now that all the screws are off, they can simply just pull off. And for the sake of this, I'm going to be putting back on the same ones that I was just using. However, more than likely you're going to be replacing them with new ones. So when you're putting them on, they slide right in. Make sure that the screws are aligned through the holes. You can kind of see that there. So again, we're making sure that the same way these are pointed out initially is where the poppet is pointed. Of course, these can swivel. This Festo valve can swivel the other way, but just try to keep them in the same orientation so that you don't mix yourself up. So I find it easiest to bring apart the parallel parts. And I also find it easiest to put one on at a time. So again, one screw right through. You want to hand tighten it a little bit just so that there's some thread contact. And then you're going to take your Allen key. Once it's done a few spins, you're going to keep the part held down, and you're just going to start tightening. Doesn't really matter which screw you start tightening first, as it's going to sit flat and flush anyways. But the key point is you don't want it to be all the way firm if you're putting both on. You want to have it just snug, but not too tight, so that when you put your next one on, it's still going to be able to, the whole thing is going to be able to sit flush. So just don't put too much torque on it when you are doing your final few tightens. Leave it a little bit loose at this point. Now you can kind of tell there's a little bit of swivel through this. So now that they're both somewhat tight, you're gonna start just doing about 1 revolution. Until you cannot tighten it anymore. So in my case, I wanna stop about there. I don't wanna over torque it and crack the plastic. And same with this one. It's tight enough. You don't need it to be perfectly tight. It's still gonna operate the same way. I'm gonna get the next one on. Again, making sure, same orientation. You do not wanna put it on the opposite way. You don't wanna be putting it like that. That wouldn't work. So this is the side that I just had 1 screw in. So if you're only doing 1 screw in them, which is okay, it's better to put the one on the bottom because that's right in the middle of the base and that's gonna keep the most support. So again, hand tighten and start tightening that up clockwise. And I've hit the point where I've stopped. So now I'm just gonna slowly keep going. And just again, be careful not to put too much torque on it. So once you have a fair bit of resistance, that's good enough, you can stop. So take the key out, and now the flange is ready to be installed onto your UR5 robot. Thank you for watching.